Good evening. With the Monday edition of Love Television's Evening News, I am Taryn Butcher. All eyes are on the approaching weather system in the Caribbean. NEMO has been watching the system and issuing advisories to the public since yesterday. Love News spoke a short while ago with the chief meteorologist, Dennis Gonges, who shared the latest information.
System has not developed into a tropical storm as yet. It's quite likely to develop to a tropical depression or tropical storm within the next 6 to 12 hours. And it continues to move westwards at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. On the present track and at that speed, we should start feeling some effects from the thunderstorms come Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. All indications are that it's heading basically in this general direction.
You mentioned that by tomorrow we should start feeling some of the effects.
Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which would be the areas that would need to be on alert at this time?
Well, at this time, it's our entire coastline because the system has not formed depression nor a cyclone as yet. We do not have a central location to actually track and say which part of the country it's most likely to impact. Therefore, it's the entire coastline, the entire coast of Belize, and that we should be concerned with at this time.
If it arrives as tropical storm, you're saying more than likely when it hits us, what is it that we'll be looking at?
Most of the forecast, the intensity forecast for this system has it around 50 to 60 miles per hour winds at landfall. However, we have less confidence in the intensity forecast than we have in the track forecast. Therefore, we're thinking about 50 miles an hour winds to between 50 and 60.
So at this time, what would be your advice to Belizeans?
Well, we should have been paying close attention from NEMO started to issue the advisories yesterday, and now it's becoming more crucial that we listen to the advisories as they are issued from NEMO and try to be prepared for the approach of the system. We need to just pay attention to, as I mentioned, pay attention to the NEMO advisory, because even if the system does not reach us at the estimated wind speeds that I mentioned, we still have a lot of rain that is associated with the system. We're looking at about between 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. So even if we don't get the winds, we have to be concerned about the rain.
Looking at it right now, do you expect it to slow down, continue on the same pace? What's your projection?
Well, it looks that it will continue on the same pace at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. And for us, that is good in terms of the development of the system, in that if it slows down, then it's more likely to intensify, since it will spend a longer time over the warm waters. So the rapid westward motion of the system is beneficial, is not conducive to rapid intensification. So we would not expect a stronger system if it continues at that present speed.
Earlier today, Councillor Philip Willoughby led a team on a tour of one of the vulnerable areas, while 5 shelters are being prepared in Belize City. In its latest advisory, NEMO says evacuation planning is in place to receive people from the Keys. The National Executive Committee will meet tomorrow morning to review the situation and to decide if there is a need for an evacuation. Residents of flood-prone areas are strongly advised to move early. NEMO is activated nationwide and will be providing timely updates.